right. Hello. How's everyone doing this evening? It's Saturday night, and we are back as usual, continuing on this Blade Liger AB, and hopefully getting some more progress on the legs tonight. Hope everyone's doing good this weekend. I'm doing okay. A little bit of headache though. My allergies are kicking my butt today. So I hope that's what they are. Real quick before I get into building and jump into the chat and say hello to everybody, a couple things to point out. Number one, please hit that like button if you enjoy these streams. It's going to help show it to more people and all that stuff, which is good, and I really appreciate it. Number two, we have Live 10 is up as usual, the Live 10 code for 10% off, but we also have the Mecha Warehouse birthday, anniversary, whatever you want to call it, celebration going on this weekend. Big sale on the website. So Mecha B-Day 2022 for 15% off select items. Do keep in mind that code cannot be, any orders with that code can't be merged with other orders. So I guess way off the value of that discount code versus a more generic code like Live 10. And what else? I think that's it. So I'm gonna jump into the chat, say hello, and then I'm gonna get back to work on these darn legs. I'm probably gonna be muting every like 15 minutes for a big sneeze or something because allergies, as I said earlier. Anyway, what's up, Dylan Dull, Aspen? Who else is ready for this 429 stream at 4:30? Give me a hard time. It's hard to remember what date it is and what date it will be. What's up, Matthew Mahoney? Happy anniversary, Nick. Thank you, Matthew. What's up, Kyle Dixon? Pockets, Rob the Builder, Keith Bishop, Robert Hannaford. How's Dylan doing? He's doing okay. He was back, thankfully, yesterday and today, which is helping us dig out with all these orders for the sale. I'm pretty sure we're already on to Tuesday for packing. We did a full packing day today, and orders placed right now probably won't ship until Tuesday. There's a chance that it might drag on even further than that, just based on the number of orders we've received so far. Although things definitely slow down a bit as the weekend goes on with the sale, usually. Where's that? What's up, VFX 10 Viper, Seiji Date, your anniversary, Mecha Warehouse, thank you. What's up, WebC Official, Chad C, Matthew Town, guys had 3 rotations, thank you. WebC Official, Happy B-Day, Mecha Warehouse. What did the team do to celebrate? We packed orders and checked in inventory and worked extra hard, I think. What's going on? Come play us. What's up, Dave Rincon, ESO, Happy Mechaversary and a Merry with Sailing Tall. G Ming, Bobby Burley, Searchlight, thank you. Logan Fury, what's up? Kilo Delta, I'll probably get some sanding in tonight. I plan on sanding as well. What's up, G Ming? I'm working on the frame arm second jive RE2. It's a very interesting build, but I'm not sure how this all polystyrene frame will hold up over time. So looking forward to when frame arms goals were for MechWorks coming in nice. Nick and everyone, how's it going? What's up, Mark D? I'm here to first Live 10 active tonight. It is active, so Live 10 is good to go. In addition to Mecha B-Day 2022. Searchlight, Schiller. I'm not doing good. What's up? David McKee, Sig Zeon, Jacob. New things are getting back in stock. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in stock. We've been working hard on check-in too. We had 4 pallets come in very late in the week, or late enough in the week we couldn't get it checked in with really good stuff. So next week's restock's going to be crazy. There's a couple more pallets worth of stuff on its way in that will probably be ready for this week too. So Samuel, first live, nice welcome. Plans for birthday money, but the sale's making me rethink. So Brian D, Crimson Thunder, we're gonna get done with the lag before May. Just kidding. No, we're not. What's everyone doing? Is this God of War music? I don't know. It might be inspired by it. I don't think it's actual God of War music. Working on waterside decals for RG Zeta Gundam. There's a bunch of stickers. Nice. So yeah, what is everyone working on tonight? The other thing I do want to point out real quick before I do the stream, I've got the new Discord coins in, so hopefully with the giveaways tonight, we got 2 giveaways. The set of the Gundam Artifact Volume 2 that just came in, was restocked, and an HG GM ground type. But so got the, we'll flip the 2022 coin if we need to tie break tonight for any giveaways. So maybe we'll get our first flip. I really like how this came out. Hey everyone, congrats Nixon, 30 years strong, thank you. Building MG Dynamo is nice. RG Wing Zero tonight. That's a very pretty coin. It is very pretty. I'm disappointed I dropped this particular one right after the promo for the weekly update. I dropped it and dinged one of the edges. Working with artifacts tonight that are pre-ordered from Mecha Warehouse, nice. Working on MG Strike, flip it, just flip it. Finally open up the RG High New, got the water slides order from the sale, nice. Coin demands a sacrifice. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a chance to flip it tonight. Okay, so I got this and those 2 parts. D32, 33. Working the HD Heavy Arms, nice. What's up, Artie? Nathan Coin gives a character. Sure, we could say that, I guess. I still would rather not be dented. I was so upset with myself when I dropped it. Did you say when the new coins are going out? I don't remember hearing it in the weekly update. We're working on it. Today, Kate actually kitted out all the coin orders, so they just need to be like final packing and check and labels. So hopefully by midweek this week, the coins will be ready to go out. It's definitely been a lot of work checking in. We got 300 coins in this order. Not all of them are going out right away. Plus the other accessories. It's been a lot of check-in, and we got a lot of stuff this week in general. I'm going to be working hard, definitely. I think he'll be packing Monday, and then Tuesday we'll have to evaluate who's doing what in order to make sure everything gets done that needs to get done. Space has never been such a big thing. We've been trying to check in this. We had 4 pallets come in mid to late week. And we're just not finding a lot of places to put everything. PC, J, D34. So this is correct, D34. Is there a Discord link? You should receive a Discord link after your first purchase via email. So if you've purchased from us before, you should have that email. If for some reason you didn't, or that link's expired or something like that, you can always email support@mechawarehouse.com. and we will get that link sent out. Once the coins that have been ordered go out, we will be putting the remaining coins up and making them available as well. Hey Gam, what's up? Extreme Caliber, what you're building. This is the Blade Liger AB. Zoid's Blade Liger AB. It's been a fun kit so far. Definitely complex. A lot of pieces. Not a quick, simple build, that's for sure. I believe it's also included in the sale. So if you want one of your own, that Mecha B-Day 2022 will save you 15% on it, which is a really good deal. Hey, Mr. J Ham, what's up? When I started this thing, I thought it was going to be like a, 3-week project or something. And, was it like 3 months later? We still going strong. Hey, what's up, Weeks K? The years at Mecha Warehouse. Wow, yeah, it's been a while. It's kind of hard to believe. It's hard to believe that we've been in the warehouse almost 2 years. Where we're at. I'm going to start looking at spaces this week. I send emails around and stuff, but I got an appointment to go look at a space in town on Tuesday. Not ideal, but hopefully will be an okay option. Side estimates will like every single time. Did the business would have grown like it did? Have you not done the ads? I mean, yeah, the marketing stuff is huge, and in particular, that I attribute the biggest jump to that quarantine proof your backlog ad we ran starting on Friday, March 13th, 2020, just as lockdowns were starting to happen. That ad did a lot for us, and then really got me serious about executing the marketing strategy that we've been continuing to employ and tweak as we go. Finishing my AOZ April build while there's still some April left. It's a good time to finish it. What's up, J plus K? And I think the other thing I'm going to be doing is probably looking for a storage unit on Monday to offload some of our extra stock. Okay, so I need... Last thing I need for this one is L5 and K1 times 2. That ad started all for me and Victoria being addicted to plastic crack. Yeah, that definitely was a big moment for a lot of people. I hope for the better. I know it was better for me, but I hope for the better for anybody else that might have gotten roped into the hobby during that period. Okay, I need K. Where would K be? They say UPS will rent you space in one of their distribution warehouse. One-stop shopping. There you go. Adding the COVID lockdowns really the perfect storm for skyrocketing the business. Yeah, definitely. I think there was a lot of luck in the timing of all that stuff. I mean, obviously, there's at least a little bit of skill and strategy that went into that and coming up with the right idea at the right moment. But I definitely feel like that moment multiplied my efforts by so much. you ever had a brick and mortar store? Have you always been online only? Always online only. At the warehouse where we're at now, we do local pickup and we do let people browse. But we're not really brick and mortar. Thoughts on something I'm trying to start my son in Gundam. Should I start him on Wing or Seed? How old is he? I've never seen Seed, so I can't really say much about Seed. It really depends a bit on age. Build fighters and build divers to a lesser extent, but definitely build fighters is, I think, a good one for younger kids. I think you'll shut down the website for a little bit while you move locations. It's definitely possible. We're actually discussing this at least once or twice today because the idea of moving seems more and more present as we start looking for spaces and feel how overstuffed the warehouse is right now. And there's a very real possibility that we would end up shutting down for a few days to a week in order to do the move and not have to risk like damaging product mid-move that maybe someone bought on the website or something like that. I'm hoping we can avoid it, but I really need to see where the move is going to be too and start figuring out all the logistics. So a few steps to figure out first to know. I used to do this as a kid, but strange to get back into it only half a year ago. I think a lot of people have relatively recently. The quarantine model sales helped me get back into model building. Nice. What's up, M-Dub? See his channels. 8th FS team is my go-to. Build Fighter is definitely good for the kiddos. I wish there were more series like that actually, because I want to watch more with the kids. But you know, my son's 8. I don't think he necessarily needs or would get some of the more violent stuff or the more mature content of some of the other series. If you move, would it still be a warehouse? Yeah, I think it would still be a warehouse. Build Fighters would be a great choice. Seed is fantastic, but it does have a few scenes of more mature content or scenes that would make it depend on how old the kid is. It's kind of a mix of K-drama and YA novel, if you understand what I'm getting at. What about the Kembu? He is 12. Well, 12 is a good age. You can pretty much watch any of them at that point. I've never seen Seed, so I'd vote Wing of those two. Because I have nostalgia for Wing. Great. Kind of funny how frame arms girls are so much more popular than frame arms, to the point where when I mention the Mecha frame arms lines, people assume I mean frame arms girls. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious, really. Always let him watch the 79 original. Then my Borum. Mecha Warehouse was an attic at one point. Always be a warehouse. True that. Depends on how much sonically inaccurate female and upskirt you want to see. 12 is great for Wing. That's perfect tuning time, and Wing I think feeds into that. Okay. So is this spring in here just to look like a spring? That's kind of cool. My first 30-minute missions kit last night, I was impressed with its small stature. Did it take you 30 minutes? I feel like that's the question to always ask somebody when they build a 30-minute missions kit. Because mine take way longer than 30 minutes. Okay, so 3, 4, 5. no. Yes, it's just for looks. What was your first kit you built? I think it was the HGUC RX-78 Revive. It's HGUC 191 maybe. The spring is annoying. There we go. So we got most of a leg here. How many, let's see, I'm watching all the series in conjunction with the Operation Gundam History podcast. Interesting. How many pages left in this build? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 maybe? 3 or 4? Then move some stuff off to see it. Okay, D1 and 9. First 30-minute missions took 90. It was my first build since early 2000s. Nice. Listen to this bad music going on right now. Good evening, everyone. What's up? 2008 Franz 2008. Bobby, brother, that was my first kit built as well. RX Revive. Solid, high grade. The MG Zeta 2.0 as good as people say? Is it must have? Same question for the new Gundam Verka. I haven't built either of them. The new Gundam Verka is pretty solid from what I hear. I'm new, but do you have tips for sanding? Like, what grits do you use? I do. Actually, I talk about it in the weekly update this week for the next tips section. I talk about the different grits I use and kind of my progression, but the quick version, or also quick version, is I use 400, 600, 1000, and 1500. I start with that 400. You don't necessarily need 400. It's a little aggressive, but if you need to take off more material, it's not bad. And kind of work my way from there. It's like 9 weeks, 5 done procrastinating water slides. I'm finally done with the kit. Nice. An hour to put together. Dotted built Espacito B last night, and I built a thing that looks like Metal Gear Rex from Metal Gear Solid. Oh, cool. Some guy I'm late to the party. What's up, Viper 6? Learn a new trick for panel lining cleanup. Cool, Brian. What's that trick? Getting the new MGEX when it comes out? Yes. We haven't gotten any order forms for it yet, so I assume they're either pre-allocating it to us and just deciding without even asking us how many we want, or it will be on a future order form. Okay, L3 and K5. Vegas, no problem. Say 2.0, it looks great, but the transformation is pure madness, and the hips are problematic on mine. It's like most transforming kits, though. An eraser. Oh yeah, erasers are good. The eraser is key if you're going to panel line on straight plastic anyway. K5. What's this one? Never thought to use an eraser to clean it up. Yeah, it's one of those like, oh wait, really? Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense kind of things. Victor, does that work? Painted parts? I have to figure out the best way to clean up panel lines and painted parts. Paint parts, you'd need to use, you know, like a Q-tip or something with some sort of solvent. Usually the thinner, that makes sense. To be honest, Nick, that this lager's taking you 3 months is kind of freaking me out about pre-ordering the Dark Horn from you. Keep in mind, I think my builds take longer than a lot of people because A, I'm only able to build like 2 hours at a time. I'm not doing any work in between streams. I'm talking to all of you and doing giveaways and all that stuff during the streams, and I also sand a lot. Probably only needs to take about half that time if I were really focused on it. Really appreciate the scale and great video earlier in the week as a form of great Dawn. I'm glad you liked it. Joint guard that can help it. I haven't got my hands in that to try it. So when I first started, I used to buy kits from Amazon and eBay. I'm guessing a lot of people too. I bought my first kits on Amazon. Could never manage to get my sanding right. Always looks a little scuffed at the end. Top coat will help a lot with that. Can't buy anything until I get half my backlog done. Gotta get some higher grits in there. They polish up the scratches left by lower grits. Yeah, it's definitely the progression of grits is what will help get rid of that. And then if you like matte coat on top of it, that will take a lot of those scratches and make them less visible. Matte coat is magical. Any special plans for Live Build 100? Not really. We're gonna do something. People keep asking about it. I just haven't been able to figure out what I want to do yet. Something good. Tips on keeping panel liner from running when top coating. I have not had that issue, so I have no idea. It's the power mat. Live Build 100, Nick built a Lego kit. Live Build 100, I just finished this kit. Got some kits to give away for 100 stream. Nice, Bobby. Nick build 100. Nick builds a Lego kit. I second this idea. I mean, that would be kind of cool. I don't have any Lego sets to be built. I just have a bunch of Lego Technic that's on my shelf that has been built. And then my kids decide to play with them and take them half apart and then lose the parts. So I've got sets I don't think I can actually like rebuild. Frustrates the hell out of me. I think top coating is the next step and you'll learn the process, but there's something about when to use gloss, matte, spray, top coats, painted that gives me anxiety to start. I've only done spray myself, and I've done both rattle can and airbrush. It's not really that bad. I use gloss first. I use gloss, then do panel lining and weathering and that kind of stuff. And then final is the matte. It's not too bad. Just grab a kit that's you're less worried about if you screw something up a little bit. No Gundam marker paint can be reactivated by top coats that use solvents. Water-based top coats don't do that, if I recall. Maybe that's a thing. I use the Vallejo Mecha top coat, and I've had no issues regarding like reactivating anything. I think we're going to do this first draw of the night for these two prizes in a moment. Rail can versus airbrush, which do you like better? I like airbrush because it's just easier for me. I've got my spray booth, I got my airbrush. I don't have to worry about getting cans or running out of a can. I can mix up a little bit and do it whenever I want. If those acrylic right, then those probably don't use any solvents on top coat. Yeah, that's correct. A real new question. I hear primer and top coating used a lot, but rarely at the same time. Are they the same thing? They are not the same thing. So primer is the first layer of paint that you would put on typically to prime the surface. Usually it's got, you know, some slightly different properties to help the next layers of paint adhere to the plastic. So you typically would top coat, or not top coat, you would prime first, followed by the whatever other paint you're going to put on, and then top coat last. Primer, top coat, or primer, paint, then top coat. That's simplest anyway. Airbrush all the way, controls better and less waste, definitely. Mark, what's up? What's up, Gunner? What's up, Earthfig? Trying to hit the leg is built. Almost. Primer, then paint, then mayonnaise, then top coat. Very easy to remember. Makes sense. Top coat goes at the end on top. Exactly. All right. So, like I said, we got two prizes up for giveaways. We got the set of all 5 Artifact 2, as well as an HG GM ground type. I said mayo for avocado. Perhaps. Is there much difference between white base or white finishing for Mr. Hobby? That I'm not sure. I have not used any of those. So we got those two prizes up for grabs. If you haven't done one of our giveaways before, basically we're going to ask for you to put a number in as well as answer a question. Both are required in the same response. Only one number posted per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. So for the first drawing, I want everyone to put a number between 1 and 800 and answer the question, was your first purchase from Mecha Warehouse when we were back in the Mecha hallway, the Mecha attic, or now that we're in the warehouse? Hallway, attic, or warehouse, number from 1 to 800. And I will draw our numbers in a little bit. Freaking allergies. So our hallway purchase was at attic. Nice. I assume most people are going to be warehouse era, but it's always cool to see who's been around since the old days. N8, C10, and A27. So let's grab A27. I was in the hallway right before I moved to the warehouse. Warehouse was a year ago, nice. What's this Disney? Helen ass music. Yes. All right, in 8. Attic might have been hallway. It was around the beginning of COVID lockdown. That would have been attic. Let's see. It's the first time I ever dropped my nippers. Still good as far as I can tell. Hopefully they're fine. I don't know what I was answering, so I just jumped in. That's all. And that little Mecha dude. Hey Nick, have you tried any candy colors? If not, do you want to try? I haven't tried them. Maybe someday. See the old website, attic. Answers are still coming in pretty quick. What's up, Orlando? Might have been attic for me. It was around the beginning of the pandemic. First Gundam kit has white hands, not gray. Really confused me for a sec. You're going to get into producing Mecha Warehouse supplies, perhaps Mecha Mayo as a name for a clear coat. That'd be pretty funny, actually. Or for a decal solvent of some sort. Believe in the stories about goblins in the caves in the East Coast or any of the other scary stories, legends? I haven't heard any of those stories actually, so if you want to go this year to SCGMC, definitely. I wanted to go last year, it just didn't work out timing wise. Assuming that, you know, flights don't get super expensive or some other natural disaster or other thing that would make it too difficult, I most likely will be going out this year. I think that would be a great trip. I kind of want to go to IPMS Nationals as well, but it's in Nebraska and it sounds like it'd be really hard to get to compared to some of these other places for shows. When IPMS Nationals was in Vegas last year, that wouldn't have been too hard to get to, but Omaha, Nebraska is like multiple connections and a long drive or something. It just seems more painful. First kid I got from you was when you're in attic. It was an MG bar with those nice weeks. We should make curved nippers. That'd be cool. Or even just angled nippers so you can get down into places. I also really want a pair of left-handed God hands. I'm pretty sure they exist, but I don't think they're commonly available. I should ask my distributor about that, actually. Because I've wanted a pair of left-handed ultimate nippers for a while. Because every once in a while there's a cut that would be easier to make with left-handed nippers. Were any of us Mecha Hallway purchasers? How long was Mecha Hallway even a thing? Most of the hallway probably lasted about 6 months, give or take. Although it predated Mecha Warehouse being Mecha Warehouse, so I wonder if anybody on here maybe purchased when I was literally just selling stuff on Instagram and stuff. Well, it's not bad for the airport very close to downtown. Oh, is it? Okay. I just think that I have to get a connection somewhere at least. I hate connections. Like, if that's the only way you can go, then it makes sense. I'd much rather fly direct than long flight delays and stuff don't screw you quite so bad. And it seems like these days, delays and cancellations are so much more common than they were a few years ago. Alright, I'm going to call time here. No one actually listened to them. Okay, two numbers, 1 to 800. First one for the artifacts, 451. And the other one is 202 for the HG ground type. So 451, 202. Let me know if we have any winners. If we do, I'll confirm. If not, we will draw again in a bit. Switch to exclusively you guys for supplies due to communication being so good. So thank you, team. Thank you, Francisco. Appreciate it. That's what we're going for. SPO 120Ls this year, from what I've seen. Yeah, I think they just don't import them because they're probably not super popular. I don't know how many people here are left-handed, but you probably just use right-handed nippers. I want the left-handed ones because it puts the blade on the other side, and it will mean that some cuts you can get the anvil side of the cutter on the better side. Nick signs a receipt. I feel like me signing the receipt isn't going to exist too much longer, at least not for every single order, just because the amount of like hand cramps I'm going to get just signing everything for all the orders today. And then I signed like about half of the coin orders today. I signed the first half of the coins the other day, and it was a lot. I think when we get to the new warehouse and we're running 2 packing stations, I might sign them when I get a chance and not be able to sign all of them, unfortunately. Wait, how do you enter? So Golden Striker, we'll do another drawing in a bit. When I do, I'll tell you a number range to put in the chat and a question to answer, and then we'll draw from that. I think I'll repeat the fact that Mecha Warehouse is so close to me that they can ship when I get by the next afternoon. That certainly helps. Any plans on bringing more diorama-like items? When we get to the new warehouse, we'll start looking into more diorama supplies. I want to start carrying plot plate. I want to carry a lot of the other diorama stuff as well. I just don't have space for it right now. You make a stamp and just stamp them all. That might help. It's weird to say, but I really, really appreciate the Nick signature. The sticker is always great too. It's the little things for me. I'm going to save the sign receipts until they become collectibles. Nice. I haven't really decided what I do when I can't sign them all anymore. You know, is that like whoever is printing the orders at that point is signing them? You know, what happens when I'm on vacation or something? God forbid I ever get to go on vacation. Does somebody else sign them? Or do they just go unsigned? And then if I'm in the warehouse, maybe someone brings me a stack to sign or something every once in a while. Let's say this is Fincher and playing Pack the Carter, nice touches, that's agreed. Glad you appreciate that stuff. Turn all paper and compost anyway, so Nick's invoices are all part of my garden. These allergies are killing me. Much bigger are you hoping the new warehouse to be? At least double, maybe more in terms of square footage. The space that I'm looking at on Tuesday is roughly 3x the square footage, I'd say. It's got some other downsides, but it's definitely a lot bigger. We're expecting a ton more stuff, and we're trying to order to have inventory on hand for, you know, months or maybe even the entire year for a lot of items. We don't always get that much of everything we order, but we're trying to be a lot more aggressive on our ordering, which means we'll need a place to keep all the backup stock and keep more SKUs on the shelves at a time. It seems annoying on this frame arm, so the clear part for the sensor has a mold like running down the middle. Not sure how one can remove that and keep it clear at the same time. Yeah, it's always a pain. Keep all my employee cards. These are for the week. I simply do not believe in such things. Your warehouse should be a hangar for when one of us has enough money and engineering degrees to build the one for real. I mean, that'd be pretty cool if I could find a hangar available somewhere. I feel like that would be more expensive than other options. Get something by the airport, I guess, in Manchester. All right, I think that is a whole. No, let me pause that and turn to the next page first, because it almost looks like there might be room to add something to that. Next, I could send you in the Discord. Yes, there are. R1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these things. Ooh. Just wrecking the place today. I think it's showing us some leg. It's a nice leg. What's one kit you wish you could get your hands on? The only one that, like my Grail kit, or White Whale, the one that got away, is the MG Zaku, not Zaku, the MG Jesta Cannon. I had a chance at some back early Mecha Warehouse, like pre Bluefin, when we used to go directly to a Japanese supplier in the gray market really early. They were going to get us some, and then I ordered too late or something and they couldn't get them. When it comes to custom motorcycle decal, do most people do whatever they want, or a guide on where you put it? I mean, most kids have manuals, and if you don't have a manual to follow, there's some rules you can follow, but I think it's mostly whatever you want to do. I have a few kits that I just kind of wung it, and you know, I had an idea from doing other kits what places kind of look good and try to follow some of those rules. I'm looking forward to this kit being done so bad. What kind of product mix do you suppliers have? Like, there's some that I have, code Bookie and Wave or Good Smile or something of that sort. So we get a lot of our Bandai stuff from Bandai, obviously, so there's not a ton of non-Bandai stuff that they carry. There's just a little bit. Kotobukiya, we tend to get all of our stuff from one place right now, Kotobukiya wise. And they carry primarily Kotobukiya. There's a few other things that they'll carry, but not a lot. And then we've got another distributor that carries most of the rest of the stuff, like Wave and Good Smile and all that kind of stuff. There are exceptions here and there for certain brands and stuff like that, but for the most part, that's how it shakes out. Kit are you most proud of? I don't really know. Like, I guess I'm proud of my Leo and my 30-minute missions kit that I brought to that show back in was it March? Was it April? I forget already how far back it was. That I took down to ValleyCon and got some medals for. Those kits obviously are kits I'm proud of. I have a few other ones that I'm proud of too. Been here long enough to remember when Mecha Warehouse first got the God Hand deal. It seems so huge at the time. Yeah, I mean, it did, but I don't know. Looking back, it's not as huge as we thought it was at the time either. It's your Coda supplier, Coda US. They're, I'd say, our main one at the moment, but we'll actually hopefully be dealing with Kotobukiya directly in the future, but I'm working on that one at the moment. You get to a 30-minute missions kit, which one should I buy? I mean, there's so many good ones. I like the Alto ground type, and I'm really looking forward to building the extended armament vehicle sub-machine, or whatever it's called. Should look up what it's really called, because I keep forgetting what the exact name is. I've got a few of those to build. Those medals go on display with your karate stuff, assuming you want a karate tournament or two in your day. No, I put those medals, I think they're in my display case with the models that took home the prizes, but they could just be up on my workbench upstairs. I know Coda US is their main American distributor. Coda US is like the big independent Kotobukiya distributor, but Koto does distribute directly as well. The thing is that they don't distribute directly to many. You have to meet some sort of threshold. I don't know what that threshold is, and honestly, I don't know if we meet it yet because I'm in talks trying to figure out if they'll let us go direct. But all my karate stuff is at the dojo. We just have a table with some of our students and some of my trophies and stuff. The 30-minute missions Raviot kit. It's a solid beefy kit. That one's a good one. The recent RG, like I New Gundam. What are your thoughts if Bandai did an RG of the ZZ Gundam? That would be great. Double Zeta would be awesome as an RG, I think. I'd be excited about that one. You don't go wrong with any 30 missions, but the Ultimate Port Nova have more variants like ground type or space type if you aren't good at kit bashing. If you're good so much, all I need is 3 of them and I'll have every regular release, build, strike, Johnny Ridden, and Goldframe Amatsu. Cool. I'm excited to see how the RG God Gundam does. We're waiting on our official allocations, but I expect we're going to have a lot of them. Hopefully get our I thought we were going to have it like a week and change ago, but we still don't have our official confirmations yet. So once we get the confirmations, they'll be going up. What's the samurai looking 30-minute missions kit? I would love one of those, but I never see it in stock. Spinaccio, I think. I think we have some of those on order. Oh, she was a Ninja Samurai themed one. It's the most popular 30-minute missions kit by far. I think so. I hope all of you that are excited about the RG God Gundam have held off on pre-ordering to pre-order from us. Because we got hopefully a lot coming. We need help with those. Alright, so now the leg is done. I'm assuming this is a front leg. So I knock over half the stuff over here. Hey, what's up, Rick? How's it going, everyone? Finally got some time to stop by. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Talkies 3 over here, just chilling out on the table now. This cam's slightly out of focus. Which camera? As it drops us tonight, definitely. I blame the allergies. Overhead. I think it's in focus. This bug? The camera's really dark. Yeah, I'm wondering why it's so dark. My light's like cranked up. will help a little bit. When do you expect the RG God Gundam? I think they were supposed to be like June, July, but I've heard rumors that they might not get fulfilled until like August or something. I think because there's probably a lot of demand. I'm going to trust anyone's RG God Gundam allocation to be accurate to their orders, so I'm personally waiting for Mecha Warehouse. Don't need it. A pre-order turned into a back order. Right. Might be because of the paper glare. Could be. I need like a better space. One of these days I gotta reorganize my workbench here. Oh wow. It's already been a bit. Let's do the second draw. So I guess since we're talking about the RG God Gundam, let's make this the official question. So let's do a number between 1 and 400. And are you planning on pre-ordering or buying the RG God Gundam this year? RG God Gundam, yes or no? And a number from 1 to 400. Put that in the chat, both an answer to the question and that number. I'll pick a number for each of the two prizes. If that number is picked, we will award that prize to that person. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. And yeah, I think that's it. Remember, we do need both the number and an answer to the question for your entry to be valid. Okay, so D 42 and 41 and B 4 and 10. Oh no. All right, B. 4 and 10. What was the question? Question was if you were planning on getting the RG God Gundam this year when it comes out. How popular do you think it'll be in Japan? I'm not totally sure. I think it's gonna be popular though. Seems like all the real grades lately have been super popular. I think especially popular over here in the US. RG guy's gonna be great, no doubt, but who's stoked for the Gale Geiger? That one's been really hard to kind of gauge how popular that one will be. Looks like it's going to be a good kit. I don't know how many people will buy it just because it's cool looking. How many people are into that series? It's kind of let down by the RG Wing Zero Custom. It seems like the RGs started to get really, really good, like Sazabi New era. They've all been pretty good since then. I think the RG Wing, the newer RG Wing was better. I think some of the older ones weren't as good. Swerve RG's after high new, MG's only, so I keep my display consistent. HG Shenlong to complete the team. Excited that Bandai is building another factory to make Gunpla, hopefully in this dreadful drought. Yes, that's good. That was exciting news. RG Colgate was the advent of the newer RG design philosophy that all the popular releases make use of. MG's for my poor eyes. 144 kills me. Don't custom paint my real grade models. I say that for master grades and high grades. All my real grade gets painted their original colors. Official announcement that Bandai was building a new factory. Saw a post on Facebook group on reliability. Yes, there was an official announcement earlier this week. Alright, I'm going to call time and draw some winners. Alright, first up for the Gundam Artifact set. Number 112, 112. And for the ground type, 126. 112, 126. Let me know if we have any winners and I'll confirm. And if any of the prizes are still left, we will draw for them again in a little bit. Super excited for the Mega Factory. More factories gonna be good. Hopefully ordering will go back to kinda normal. We don't have to wonder how much we'll actually get. We can just order what we need. Would be nice. David Cod had 126. Cool, I'll check that when I finish sanding this part. Oh, 112 that I see. Okay, so I'll confirm the 126 in a second or two. Okay, David Cod with 126. Congratulations, David. Send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your shipping info. We'll get that out as soon as we can. Probably Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, depending on how many people have ordered during the stream tonight. The shoulders connected to the lower torso, figured out, not for the neck. My EAV submachine has a whole runner of spinaccio joints for kit bashing. Oh, that's cool. 220 sounds too tiny. Okay, PCO and J. The artifacts still up for the giveaway? Yes, the artifacts are still up for the giveaway. When the next WSC clip, the spinaccio joints that come with the submachine use one. I have no idea. That goes in there. This goes there. Boom. You know what I want? A core Gundam in the 1/100, at least the Uraven or Earth 3 armor. That'd be really cool. All right. What is this music? Oh, I just started the next song. What was the last one? I don't know if I can see it. Shoot. Become floating listening to it. I don't play Destiny. I want some Destiny kits. That might be cool. I've never played Destiny. It's also, my finger's killing me. I scraped my finger pretty good. The webbing in between my pinky and my ring finger. At the warehouse yesterday, trying to move some stuff around at the warehouse. It was not fun. Okay, D23 and 24. Mega size Barbatos would be cool. That would be cool. There's a lot of options for the Barbatos that if they made them would be pretty popular, I think. D34. 32 and 33. Would be better for the next PG, Barbatos or new? I don't know. That's a tough one. I bet you new would be more likely from a what's popular in Japan standpoint. Barbatos would be easier though because it's not as big. So out of curiosity, if you're at the shop on Saturday, can I pick something up? In theory, you can. I would like shoot a note over ahead of time because our hours on a Saturday are not necessarily consistent or guaranteed. Like today, we were there like the normal 10 to 4, but some other days during the week or other Saturdays we've done relatively recently, we might have only been in for 3 or 4 hours, just trying to take the edge off a little bit. So I'd hate for you to drive over and be for naught if you thought we were there and then we disappeared. All that said, on a day like today where we're cranking trying to get on top of orders, it's almost easier not to have people come try to pick up on a Saturday because it's less distraction. Yeah, I was going to change these sanding sponges. Enjoying building new more than I did Barbatos. What's your thoughts on the live action kind of movie? What series would you want to be, or should it just be its own thing? In some ways, I want it to be its own thing, but I'm not sure. I don't know that I really suspect it to be one thing or the other. I just hope it's good. New Gundam PvP game, any good? Good question, I haven't played it. Just want more Barbatos. God, I love the Barbatos. They did make that $1,000 160 New Gundam. Movie should definitely be independent like G's Savior, so if it's not great, it's easy to forget about it. Like, I feel like it's more likely to be like a live action adaptation of something that already exists. You know, you make like Char's Counterattack or something like that, but live action. I don't know if my opinion there is very popular or not. MG Grays or Hyaku Rail would be cool. Definitely would be cool if they made any of the IBO kits master grades. If I wanted to be a retelling of UC, I don't know if I've heard anything official, but I haven't really been paying that much attention. I'm just so busy. Already making a live action Gundam. I know they have a director for live action Robotech as well. Oh, cool. Looks like the RX-78's head in the pickup scene. Could be. I mean, that seems like the most logical thing, right? You do a kind of retelling adaptation to live action. Kind of like the MCU stuff is all like a variation on, you know, you could have like a live action version of UC that might have some key differences for whatever reasons. It's a kit you just didn't like or couldn't really get yourself to really like. The only kit I don't like that I've built is the HG UC 40 Zaku 2, one of the old Zaku 2s. I think there's probably some different variants of it. It's not a very good kit. It is not very stable, it doesn't articulate well. I definitely wouldn't recommend that one. Everything else I've built has been at least okay. like a standalone, maybe in a set timeline, but with new characters would be the same thing. Easter eggs to the fans, but still for people with no knowledge. I just got off work. Welcome, Albert. The live action gets its own thing that way there's no complaints about miscasting of famous characters. Like I would not want to mess up casting armor or Char. That's probably true too. I just don't know that that's necessarily likely because I feel like film studios and the like screw that stuff up all the time. And while a lot of the audience will be the hardcore Gundam fans that will go find it, they're probably hoping to hit other fans, like new fans, people that aren't into Gundam yet, but watch Netflix. In which case, a lot of those people won't have any sort of connection, I guess. Okay, so boom. Apparently Bandai's building a new factory. Yep, we've talked about that already tonight, just a little while ago actually. Any mobile armor in a mega size would you pick as a personal grill? Would you be any different from what you would want as a shop owner? I kind of want a giant use you. I don't know. I'm not like super big into like nearly any of the mobile armors. That PCJ, the other PCJ, or another PCJ, apparently a bunch of them. Let's get a rough kit, please. Alright, get that one in there. L5K1. Beautiful springs. Xeon Mega size, clear the box the size of a condo. Alright, that one. Play something tonight. Nick Nick's gonna put on us. It's the same station it always is. I haven't changed anything. This I don't like to update the library. A lot of the songs I remember though. It's already 10 o'clock. What's going on? Okay, so D1, we'll cut out some pieces and then we'll set up our next draw. D9. I guess we'll get the next pieces after that. This is the Liger too. This is the Blade Liger AB. One leg down. Used for streaming OBS, Streamlabs. This is Streamlabs. All right, so we've got one prize left. Second last round. Let's do All right, let's do this for a question and number. So let's put a number up in a range from 1 to 100. 1 to 100 and answer the question, have you taken advantage of the Mecha B-Day 2022 sale? Did you take advantage of the sale? Number from 1 to 100. I will draw it a little bit. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. You only ship to U.S. addresses, and good luck. For anyone planning on building Thunderbolt Gene artifact, I'm building it right now. And for lack of better terms, the legs are normally seams with some pretty big gaps. Oh, it's a bummer. The one I want to build the most from the new artifact series is the Dom Tropin. Looks pretty cool. Looks super detailed. Not yet, still filling the car. Not yet. Yes, I feel like the sale took advantage of me though. Display omnidirectional table voice. Nice, good pickup. So let's see other people comment my number after I did. So how does this work? If multiple people pick the same number and that number gets called, we flip a coin to see who wins. I'm kind of hoping we get that scenario tonight because we got that new 2022 Discord challenge coin. Now used for a magnetic paint mixer. And plenty of people have a use for it, I think. One you're trying to get rid of, or... You send coin with winnings. We do not send a coin with the winnings. Only way to get the coin is to be a member of the Discord and order one. We do have extras though, so once we're done shipping out all the pre-orders, we will take some orders for anybody that missed one. I know there are some people who said this week that they didn't realize the coins were up for order earlier. L3 and K5. Hardy, you seem obsessed with fighting people. Once we do another draw, not for this one. We've got one more draw left. So if no one wins during this draw, we will choose numbers one more time, and then I'll pick multiple times against that if necessary to try to get a winner. Usually I'll give it a good 2 or 3 tries before giving up, but hopefully somebody wins. Okay, so this goes like so. So I'm gonna go there. Be a better place. We all just got no more fist fights. I don't disagree. Okay, A26. Dude, let me call time and draw winners, and then we'll do these last few parts. Question was, do you take advantage of the sale? Disagree, want to fight about it. Okay, so 1 to 100 was the range. We got one prize left, the artifact. And number 30. Number 30 for the artifact set. Let me know if you have a winner and I'll confirm. If not, we will ask for numbers one more time towards the end of the stream. See what is it, but I also haven't got my new glasses yet. This is good. Looks like we'll be most of the way through. Most of the way through leg number 2, I think. Which means next week we finish leg number 2, and maybe even get leg number 3 done. A Liger, maybe something like that, probably. Nick, I've been wanting to ask, who first do I have to sniff to win a ding and dent? It seems impossible these days. I know it's a random process. Just wanted to bust some balls right quick. I don't know, man. It's just completely random. So some people go on these hot streaks where they win and win and win, and people go on these cold streaks too. I can see what Nick's hands next. So this is what, stream 98? There's a very real possibility that stream 100 could be the one that I finish this kit on. Maybe I need to commit to that. I would much rather fight an alligator than a crocodile. Sounds like you've put thought into this. Which seems like the last thing most people do before getting into a fight with either an alligator or a crocodile. Maybe that's because you're from Florida. What's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? The alligator has a shorter, wider snout, I think. A crocodile has a thinner, longer snout. I think alligators are stronger opening than closing, I think. Or no, it's closing than opening, I think. They got different bite pressure. I think an alligator, you can hold it closed more easily, or vice versa. Time to get educated on alligators and crocodiles. One of them you see later, the other you see after a while. Alligators delicious though. Anytime I've been in New Orleans, I eat all the gators and crawfish I can find. Interesting. Croc's bite pressure is insane. There you go. Watching a documentary with my kid, I learned that some hippos will swim in the ocean to get to nearby islands. Can you imagine something bumping at the beach worse than a shark? Yeah. Especially if it's hungry. I might be able to finish the second leg. I'm gonna finish saving this part and then just 7 of those knob things that go up and down the leg. All right. Hey Nick, do you remember that time that the kit was a kit? I do. I remember that time all the time. That time was a time too. Curious for all the parents in here, y'all trying to get your kids into building kits too? My kids definitely are into it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna have two legs on this thing. And then the next two streams will probably be getting all the both hind legs started. Shenlong, my son, nice. Mine just his first MG, one of his favorites is Goof, nice. 2.0. Number 100 be long and usual, or just mark the occasion? I guess it depends on if I end up trying to actually finish this. It's possible it could go a little bit longer. I haven't really fully thought out what I'm doing yet. I have a few ideas percolating. I probably need to start executing some sort of plan on that soon, though, if I'm going to make it happen, because time is running out. It felt like it was so far away, now it's only a few weeks away. I built for Stream 100. I built too many Maganacs. Way too many Maganacs. For Stream 100, maybe. I know I want to maybe get a guest when I paint the artifact to maybe help educate me on painting minis. SD Magnac for Stream 100. I've been trying to paint my pair of SD Maganacs forever and screwed up a bunch of the masking and boxed them back up to hopefully pick them back up again someday when I'm less frustrated. I've had so much going on, my other painting project's been stalled for a week or two now. I gotta hopefully get back to that tomorrow if I can find a little bit of time. think it has PTMD, post-traumatic Magenac disorder. Same color scheme or different though? Same color scheme. The SD Magenacs are so poorly color separated. They like heavily rely on stickers and stuff to get them to look halfway decent. Which means not good at all, so that's why I've been trying to paint them. And the colors were good, just the masking in some places was horrible. Or not as good as I wanted, really, maybe not horrible. And the liquid mask was not very good. Stream 100 Nick eats the Taco Bell menu. There you go, my special guest can be Brian Shaw. So Bandai building a new factory, is there any kit you hope might get an upgrade? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to affect upgrades for kits. I think their design schedule has stayed relatively consistent as far as I can tell. It's been primarily their production that's been affected. Okay, so final draw of the night. Who did the entry grade build in the bag challenge? Well, considering the entry grades in the US are not in bags, it kind of makes that challenge hard. I would love to though. Yeah, I think it would be fun. Maybe I just gotta put an entry grade with the runners in a Ziploc bag or something. I missed most of the stream, bummer. Okay, so final draw of the night. We still have that Artifact Volume 2 set. Magwanac, something like that is how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I've always pronounced it Maganac. Nick streams from Taco Bell, that'd be interesting. Okay, so what's the question for the last stream? Oh yes, I've got just some random question off my random question list. So question or number from 1 to 60. Number from 1 to 60, 60, and answer the question, favorite kind of pizza. Inquiring minds want to know. So favorite type of pizza, number from 1 to 60, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We'll draw a number in a bit. Happy anniversary, Nick. Thank you, Dan. Fresh raw basil with mushrooms. Grandma pizza. What's grandma pizza?
Echoes from the west, great hammers will fall under high rocks. All will answer the call. Bring us your arms, pariahs of yore. All faces turn to war.
two front legs. I don't know. Hold this up in the camera up here. One of these side cameras. It's kind of cool. Needs those back legs though. Plain red sauce with cheese. Is that called plain? Grandma pizza's like Sicilian / square. Okay. Thank you for the sub, Dark Unicorn. Okay, the Liger is massive. Yeah, it is definitely a large kit. I mean, it's from tip of the nose to the end of the tail. It's like 13, 14 inches here. Probably closer to 14 if measured out. I mean, I've got a master grade heavy arms custom here. I don't know if I can lay these in a way, but from Gatling to Gatling on here for scale. I don't know if I can line these up in a way that's, I mean, it's like almost as tall. Not quite as tall, but almost. It is definitely a massive kit. A lot of parts. That's why it's taking so long. There's a lot of stuff there. Why are we saying numbers with pizza toppings? The drawing for the prize question is, what's your favorite pizza? And the number range is 1 to 60. I'm gonna call time in a second, so if you want in, get in quick. And then we'll draw our last prize here, and then call it a night, and I can deal with these allergies. I have to do it still at some point. They're good. Like, I've enjoyed this. I'm glad I did it. I don't want to build another one for a while. If I ever do another one, I think I need to go into it with a mindset to do something to it. And I got to plan ahead in order to be able to paint it, I think. But I'd highly recommend it. And they are on sale with that Mecha B-Day 2022 code to the Command Wolf when Nick has in stock. It's my favorite Zoid. Cool. I think the only other Zoid I'm interested in that I've seen so far is the Dark Hound. I think that's what it's called, right? The Triceratops one. Okay. Can't wait for the Liger Zero later this year. There's a bunch of Liger Zero variants. They're going to be cool to get that. Okay. Calling time. I'll do the OG Zoid before I try ones that I have no clue about. Okay, so I called time. I'm going to draw a single number here between 1 and 60. Number 44. 44 for the artifact. Looks like Lewis Wong is our winner. The answer, pineapple. I like Hawaiian pizza. I know that's a controversial statement. So congrats, Lewis Wong. You could send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your shipping info, and we'll send that out this week sometime. And I think, can't believe pineapple won. And I think we will kind of call things a night from there. So thank you everyone for watching and hanging out. Really appreciate it. Putting up with me dropping stuff and probably saying silly things I didn't mean to say. And If you haven't yet, definitely take advantage. Mecha B-Day 2022 for 15% off select items in the sale today. Live 10 is also active, but remember, if you use the Mecha B-Day code, you can't merge with another order, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, otherwise, I will see you all here next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, next Saturday, where we'll hopefully start and maybe even finish one or more of these hind legs. And that's basically it. It's just those back two legs. So hopefully completed next week or the week after, probably the week after, but we'll be close next week. So once again, thank you all for watching, and see y'all next time.